Look, it's much bigger than anyone thought it.
Adam Andrzejewski had to sue to find out how much money was going to the National Institutes of Health from 2021 to 2023. The findings, $710 million from private pharmaceutical companies went to the NIH and included royalties to its scientists. This was happening during the pandemic as treatments were being developed and licensed.
When you follow the money, it begs the question, did anything else stand a chance at NIH on the pandemic other than Tony Fauci's Institute's pandemic therapeutics?
Andrzejewski and his organization Open the Books say that a large chunk of that money, $690 million, went to the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, but it has not been disclosed how much of that was paid to scientists as royalties. During a tense hearing on Capitol Hill this week, House Republicans peppered Dr. Anthony Fauci with questions about the cash for the agency he once headed up. Fauci pushed back on the idea that the money coming into the NIAID during those years for COVID was going to him.
Okay, so somebody received the $710 million.
Somebody did, but not me.
You didn't receive any royalties. Okay.
Senator Rand Paul has previously called for Fauci to be thrown in jail for what he calls dishonesty during the pandemic, especially when it comes to potentially funding controversial gain-of-function research in a Wuhan, China lab. The technique can be used to manipulate viruses. Fauci denies the NIH funded COVID experiments in the Wuhan lab.
When people won't give you information, what's the only conclusion? The conclusion is they've got something to hide. So we continue to seek this information, and I don't think this is over.
Senator Paul is pushing a bill that requires federal government employees to disclose royalty payments, and it would force the NIH to say how much their scientists are getting paid. When asked about whether or not the law should change, Dr. Fauci replied, "Go ahead." Reporting in Washington, I'm Matt Gelka.